Why over-servicing your clients won't necessarily help you grow your business. The world is going in one direction and the artist quite another. While we're generally normalizing mediocrity of products and services, there's one island where things are different. Creative services. Creatives are quite a rare breed, and often they show this weird drive for excellence, which is great. But does a great craft always translate to a great client service? Not always so. Being great at craft not necessarily means being sufficiently business savvy to confidently handle the client and the process, which is a prerequisite to delivering a great service on demand and hit a healthy bottom line. Wait, while this is worth another episode, it's not exactly the highlight of today. Let's focus on where the craft goes hand in hand with a decent service. So I'm checking in with a client following our previous diagnostics. For the context, in a quick, casual call, we were able to pinpoint the issue, making them a bit stuck in the hamster wheel, not fully realizing it. Blind and obvious from the outside, and not so much from inside the jar. So we're chatting and I'm hearing something along the lines of, okay, Patrick, as you said, we're probably over-servicing, and this is a difficult one because it is rooted in confidence. And that is something this is difficult to flip the switch on. And what's interesting is that in the very next thought I'm hearing, I guess deep inside, I have a little voice that keeps saying, if you just serve a massive value 100% of the time, you will never face rejection. And that made me stop in my tracks. So I certainly get the first one. We're young, we're ambitious, we want every client engagement to follow our Model 1, a service which is executed thoroughly, as it should be, with great results, and aiming for a marvelous case study. We know how it should look like. We know how to get there. We want it so badly, and we'll do anything to drag our clients there, even if they are not invested as much as we are, and often if the budget is far, far away from what it should be. But we're good. We're creatives and we strive for excellence. Rooted in confidence. There is certainly something in it. It feels good, but it hurts our business and the market in the long run. Let's look at the second one. If we give our best, we'll never face rejection. Fear of rejection. And often tightly related imposter syndrome. Isn't that the exact opposite of confidence? Well, it takes some bidding to develop a thicker skin. It's like in dating. What struck me is the coexistence of two perfectly contradicting motivations, both being a root cause of over-delivering. But I understand both, and who said they cannot coexist? They often do. So let's get that straight. Number 1, embracing rejection. It's like dating. The more you embrace rejection, the more freedom and power you achieve. Realize what other people think and feel about you is out of your control. You may influence it with your behavior if you like, but don't freak out about it. Be fine being rejected. Be fine being disliked. You're not for everyone. You're selling a service, not your soul. Clearly, there is some work ahead of you. Number 2, redefining confidence. What I learned over decades is that confidence changes over time, not in size, but in substance. First, what helps is like rooting it in your craft. Just make sure that you're pretty damn good at what you're doing. Secondly, what serves us better is having it rooted in clarity of what we offer, how we define the boundaries of the engagement, and what the outcomes are. So, if you need to confidence wing it each time, it probably means that your service offering is a little bit unclear. Maybe the processes are weak. and maybe the boundaries are a little bit too fuzzy. Time to get some serious work done here. Hint from me, it's fine to seek support. Number 3, profitability at any budget. I know that creative firms can and should be profitable at any budget, but most often they are not. On a selling side, our task is to squeeze every last drop of a budget from the client and then deliver the best possible results for it. Here's the catch though. It doesn't mean you spend 125% of your budget on doing the work, because that's killing your business. But for some reason, that's something we all keep doing over and over again. For the sake of excellence, a better portfolio, or simply feeding our egos. So how do we go about it? We'll need to develop systems and methods that will allow us to make profit every single time, delivering what clients pay for and keeping them satisfied. To do it, we'll need a few things along the way. To control the engagement, prevent scope creep, and of course, dissatisfaction when we set the boundaries clear. No hacks here. It's not easy, it's not quick, but certainly doable and well worth it. The most successful companies I know did it with external help. Just because you're creative, it doesn't mean you should be reinventing the business wheel every time. Well, that's a bump. Look, for now, most of these insights are in the free subscription zone. But this episode packs a substantial amount of value. And in the future, this kind of content will be only available to paid subscribers. We already have a paid subscription app. And if you find this valuable, I would like to ask you to pledge a future contribution or subscribe today. The membership costs no more than a coffee a month, so the value balance is skewed anyways. If you're not here by chance, you should be finding plenty of value here. If you don't, definitely give me a shout and we'll talk. And if you would like to do even more than that, I'll eagerly welcome you as a founding member. If you're listening to this over Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or similar, there is the podcast homepage at futurecrafting.substack.com, or you can go to my website at kizny.com/f. I'll put the note in the show notes. Thanks for listening, stay prolific, and till the next one. Thank you for listening to the Futurecrafting Thoughtcast, insights into leading, building, and evolving B2B brands in tech and creative sectors, coming at you from Patrick Kizny, the fast thinker, entrepreneur, and advisor to audacious venture founders.